Got a good feeling about this one. We are back with another episode to try and find the highest rated or the best Chinese food place in our area. We have moved to Lodi, New Jersey since the last time. We are at a place called, okay, this one's kind of confusing because it says on the internet or on the website that it's New China House, but when you go there, the sign said New China Inn, but I looked at the menus and it said New China House, and also on the sign, it also said New China House. So I'm going with New China House. I have a good feeling about this place just by the vibe when I walked in there. The lady behind the counter talked really fast, like almost faster than me, which is crazy. And usually that means because she's taking a lot of orders. I mean, she had 3 people come in for orders, and then she was on the phone with 2 other people. Didn't mess up. She gave me a free 2-liter bottle of Sprite, which I forgot on the damn counter on the way out. I don't know why, because I'm just brain farting. But the menu looked pretty good. The actual menu at the restaurant, it was not really faded, but kind of faded, but they had tape over the prices. That's always a good thing as well. Had people doing homework, had the dad yelling because she wanted to go trick-or-treating. It just seemed like my kind of vibe. So I got a bunch of stuff off this menu, and I'm super excited to try this. Drop a thumbs up, man. You guys already know the vibes. Let's get into this video. I want to start with these, but I'm going to keep those right there for you right now. And we're going to start off with what we always start off with, which is the crab rangoon or cheese wonton. This said cheese rangoon. So it's just cheese this time. Let's see what we got on the inside. And hey, we're getting closer. No Dorito shape this time, which is good. We have the starfish, as I like to call it. Now, the money bag is the one with the little pouch. That's still not there. But let's see what these is hitting on. Wait, these might be crab rangoons. I think I see crab in here. These are the best. There's something about not having that Dorito shape that just lets the filling work. The top part is really crispy. They are a little sweeter than I would like. But I'm still getting enough scallion. And I'm actually getting crab. Like, it tastes like crab. Which is rare these days because most places, I'm sure it's imitation crab meat, but it still gives that flavor that a lot of places are missing. It's not in most of the ones that I've got. I'm going again with the sweet and sour sauce. I said I had a good feeling. I felt this. Sweet and sour. They're hot. I got there a little early because I was close by. So these are like fresh out the grease. Sweet and sour sauce is the thinner version. Some of these be thick, some of them be thin. Let me just get one more bite here. These are almost so good they don't need the damn sauce. That sweet and sour sauce is really sweet and not much of the sour part. But to be honest with you, I'm not even really mad. The sauce isn't the best one I had, but these are easily the best crab rangoon I had so far. And I'm gonna tell you, it comes down to the shape. They're delicious. I'm gonna give these an 8.8 out of 10. I know there are better crab rangoon than this, but these are very, very good. Nice start. So we have our customary Young Chow fried rice. Now, a lot of people have said that this doesn't come with soy sauce, but some of them I've had does. And when I looked it up, it says that some variations do, especially in Western Chinese food. I prefer the one with the soy sauce, but that was my misunderstanding. The ones I've had in the past always did. We got the Young Chow fried rice, and these are honey chicken wings. As soon as I seen honey chicken wings, I said, okay. So that's what we gonna do right there. Let me just grab one of these. This costs $9 plain, but any of their chicken meals, a lot of places around here do this. You can add white rice, fries, etc. But I got these plain because I wanted the Young Chow fried rice, which they don't allow you to add to that. I should have asked them, like, can you just throw that in there? Like, I'll pay extra. Let's see if we do it next time. But this wing looks like it's going to hit. You see that little funny top right here? Ooh, that was a drool. Still crispy. I had a damn feeling about this place. I had a damn feeling. Now, they're darker in hue because there's something else. Like, other than the honey, there's definitely like a hoisin flavor going on with this as well. But they're really, really sweet. A sticky wing. Ooh, that's hot as hell on my hand, though. And again, the outside is still super crispy. I'm like, this is delicious, bro. If this food from here on out is anywhere near as good as the 2 things I just had, this is now number 1. I'm calling it right now. I don't know why I had a feeling. like confusing names and stuff. Like that's just usually what it is. But again, I'm getting crispy pieces, sticky, hoisin flavor sauce. These are the best wings that I've had so far. Like easily. This is gonna be hard to give away. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm giving this a 9 out of 10, bro. Like, yeah, I'm going back just for these, I think. Now we got the Young Chow fried rice, has the egg, all the proteins in it. Onion in here as well, I'm seeing. I don't know if there's any other kind of vegetables yet. They filled this up so damn much. It costs 7 and change, but you can see it's overflowing. So I gotta be super careful with this. Big ass piece of chicken. Oh, yeah, they ain't playing around in here. I could tell because she was talking fast. They know the food good. Look at that big piece of chicken. Pork. Definitely scrambled egg. Bro, this is like, if I'd have taken to the crib, it would have been better, but let me see. Let me get in here one more time. Okay. Hot. Let me get the shrimp too. This is decent. A little bit of that same kind of like 5 spice kind of vibe to it. You can definitely freak this and make it really good. Alone, it's on par with all the other ones I've had that don't have like that dark seasoning. That's just a preference thing. It's hot. Now that I know that not all places do it with that soy sauce variation, I just prefer the soy sauce variation. It's similar to like the coin purse versus the Dorito-shaped wonton. But ton of protein, okay flavor alone. There are some peas in here and carrots, but not much. If you pair that with the, hold on, let me just see something real quick. Let me just see something real quick. Let me get a little of this honey from the honey chicken sauce. Let me just go in like this real quick. Let me just see something. Yeah, dude, if you pair that with that, and you had the sauce on there, it would be really good. This is okay. Like I said, I'll eat it. Like saying something's okay doesn't mean it's trash. Some people get that confused. This is just okay to me. Like I would eat it, put a little sauce on it, and be good to go. But alone, I would give it a 5 out of 10. When we do our wild cards, a lot of times I like to go off the recommendations of like Google reviews or something like that. On the Google reviews, on Yelp and everywhere else, everyone kept talking about the orange chicken. So I doubled up on my combination platter today. Let me just show you. We have our OG, which is the General Tso's chicken. Damn. So this is the General Tso's chicken. That does look good with the customary New Jersey yellow. Hopefully it's fried rice because the last few places it hasn't been. And then this is like mad food too. Look how much chicken is in here. We got the orange chicken with the house special lo mein. Anytime you see house special, it means they put all the proteins in it. So chicken, pork, shrimp, sometimes beef, depends on the place. Then we have 2 different types of egg rolls, which I'm going to start off with. So we got 2 different types of egg rolls. I'm going to start off with the OG. We do got a specialty one. Anytime I see this, I got to get it as well. So this is, oh, acne. Acne is good. Acne is good. Please save me from my egg roll dilemma I've had recently where nothing's been good. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm going to just dip this in this General Tso's sauce right here. I feel like the egg rolls I used to get back in the day used to have a lot more flavor than this on the inside, but it's not bland. The other ones used to have just like a really concentrated, almost like bouillon, brothy type of flavor that was in there that's missing. It was on one of the egg rolls I've had recently. But the texture and the cook on this, if you add some soy and some duck, you can definitely get with this. And recently, that is an upgrade. So I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10. Almost feels like when I say that no egg roll is bad, and then after that, the last 4 egg rolls I've had is horrible. That's like along the lines of that. But we got a Philly cheesesteak egg roll. And last time, at the last place, East Walk, they had it in a spring roll wrapper. But this is clearly an egg roll. Philly cheesesteak actual egg roll. Where's the cheese? They definitely played this up. It has some cheesesteak in here with the cabbage. So the same stuff that you would get in an egg roll, but there's no cheese in here. Yeah. I'm like, there's no cheese in here. This almost tastes like White Castle. I happen to like White Castle because it has like the beef and onion flavor with it. But it's definitely not a Philly cheesesteak. It's decent. A little disappointing on that one, but that's okay. That's okay. That was a letdown. I'm going to give that a 5 out of 10. The General Tso's chicken with the pork fried rice. Again, this was another place that asked you to specify. They had 5 variations. They had no spice, mild, medium, spicy, and then hot and spicy, like extra spicy it said. So I got extra spicy. I've been trying to specify. So here we go. Little General Tso's. Hopefully this is actually... There's a little kick to this. More than the other places, that's for sure. This isn't bad. This isn't bad. Again, this is probably the freshest I've ever gotten it because they were cooking it when I got there. And I just literally jumped in my car and drove down the street. So, probably the freshest one. It's still nice and hot. Not as crispy as some of the other ones I've had where I said it was elite. But they do a nice sauce because there is a little bit of a spice level to it. Some people, and there was only a few of you, and again, because I like to over-explain myself, were saying, why do you keep complaining that the food isn't spicy? If you order any type of Chinese food place, and you look on the menu, any Chinese food place ever, okay? When you look at the menu, anything that's supposed to be spicy is designated with a little pepper on it, okay? Or some sort of icon or something that specifies that it's actually hot. If you don't like spicy food, you wouldn't order that. I don't say that when I'm talking about crab rangoon or anything like that, but when it designates that it's spicy, I expect it to have some sort of spice level. I'm not expecting Carolina Reaper spice, but I'm expecting at least hot sauce spice. And a lot of these places don't even reach that level. So I hope that clears that up. I don't know why I feel like I have to explain everything all the time, but it's just in my nature. As far as this chicken goes, a little bit of spice to it. Not mad at it. A little bit of chilies. I can see them floating in there. I wish it were a little bit crispier, but I wouldn't be mad if you put this in front of me. 7.5 for the General Tso's, but let's go in for our yellow pork fried rice. Our yellow pork fried rice. Gotta make sure I'm gonna grab a piece of pork right here. It tastes like pork fried rice. It tastes fried. Thank goodness. Let me see. This is gonna sound crazy, but just looking at this, I've definitely... there's this decent amount. There's not much pork in here except for on the top. Almost like they sprinkled it when they were done. But at least it has a decent pork flavor. A little bit of a, like it was put in the fryer. I've had better fried rice, but it's a step in the right direction for sure. And when you mix this with the General, that's why you get the combo platter. So let me go in like this. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. Ain't going with my hot mustard. Some of y'all think it's crazy. I just ingested a whole scoop of mustard when I bit that packet. But that's okay. You don't know what you're missing if you don't mustard your rice. But that's on you. You ain't got to listen to me. I'm just telling you. Let's try it. I can work with this. I can work with that. Let me get one more bite. Like if you put this in front of me and I was hungry, smashed. And I think the combination platter is about moderately priced for what it is now. It's about $11. You get an egg roll and then the rice with the chicken. The rice, I would give it a 6 out of 10. It's okay. A little on the better side. The whole platter value, I'm not mad at this at all. Now, when I looked, everybody raved about the orange chicken, so I had to try it. Orange chicken with the house special lo mein. They also had on here, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's just website automated, you could specify how spicy it was. So just for shits and giggles, I put extra spicy, but I don't expect this to be spicy at all. See what I'm saying? Anyway, here's your chicken. A ton of orange zest in here. Zestier than some of y'all think that I am. They really played up that orange zest in there. I like the orange chicken better than General Tso's. Again, I know it's been sitting in a container. I took the containers off as quick as possible. So most people take their Chinese food home. I just wish it was a little crispier. And in order to do that, some places do perfect that. You got to almost fry them a little bit harder. Again, that's a preference. Not every place is going to do it. But as far as the sauce goes, a little bit sweet. But that orange zest comes really through there. And there is just looking, there is a ton of these orange peels in there, which is a good sign. If you get orange chicken and there's no orange peels in it, it ain't good. So, nice job with this. Definitely my favorite of the combination platters. I would order that again before anything. And I would give that an 8. That's fire. And then we got the house special lo mein, which, I'll be honest with you, I usually don't order house special because they charge you the most for it. And it's just all the proteins. But sometimes you just feel like you're in the mood for it. So it has all the proteins in it. Big old onions, too. Let me get up in here real quick. Let me get this shrimp. Their lo mein is a little blander than I'm used to. Usually even there's like a soy sauce flavor to it. It's not much, but when you get lo mein to me with a combination platter, I call it a vessel. I don't want there to be overpoweringly soy because I want the flavor of the orange chicken to come through. But if I ate it on its own, I'd be a little annoyed. With the orange chicken, it goes perfectly. Perfectly. You got a ton of proteins in here, which I like. Big pieces of protein. I just wish they turned, but again, you could add soy sauce to this and call it a day. It's decent for lo mein, comparing it to the other ones I've had so far. I would give this a 6.5 out of 10. The real star of the show is definitely this orange chicken, though. I'll be honest with you. Usually I pair my orange chicken with white rice, and I feel like it would go better with this. Ooh, that's hot. But I wanted to try the lo mein for the sake of the video. And finally, we got the Singapore Mei Fun. What is Singapore Mei Fun? They're thin rice noodles in a mild or sometimes spicy, should be on the spicy side, curry seasoning. It's not really a sauce. And then it has all the vegetables in it, so the chicken, the beef, the pork, and the shrimp. It's one of my favorite. I really love it, and I judge it everywhere I go. So yeah, it's one of my favorites. As soon as I opened the package, I could smell the amount of curry that's in here, which is good. Unless you are going to be next to me somewhere at the gym later, I don't have to worry about that because I have my own personal home gym. But let's see what this is tasting like. This is one of the few places I've seen that's got the scrambled eggs in there too, which I like. Again, just like everything else, ton of protein in here, ton of that curry powder on here as well. But like most of this Mei Fun that I've had, the thing that it's missing is the spice level. You couldn't specify on this one, don't know why. But the flavor on these goes crazy, almost to the point I don't mind the fact that it's not that spicy. Because, man, they really, really hit it with the curry. The place that I still like the most, which is New Blue Sky, which was like episode 2 that we did, had that same amount of flavor. And the spice was like a 4 or a 5 out of 10. It wasn't too hot, but it was hot enough to let me know I was eating Mei Fun. Singapore Mei Fun. And that's like the only thing this one is missing. Similar to the last place that I did. It's my last bite. It's good though, man. It's just missing that last bit. As far as the noodles go, they're cooked well. They're not soggy. Ton of protein. Like everything else, it checks all the boxes except for the spice level. But that's why we're doing this. This is good. Very good. Almost elite, just like the other one. And I would give this an 8.7 out of 10. Like, it's right on the verge of being elite. But again, I say this every time. If I'm asking for Singapore mei fun, which is notoriously a spicy dish, sometimes they get afraid, and you do have to specify, but they didn't have the option online. The other ones were spicy enough. This just wasn't. I know I said one more bite. Leave me alone. It's just missing that. Are in the weirdest weather ever in New Jersey. It has now, I had to turn my heat on twice this week and my air on the other 2 times. The beginning of the week, in the middle of the night, it got cold. I'm talking like, okay, for this time of year, it was like 38 degrees. It's 80 degrees today. But I'm sweating. Could be the May fun, but I don't think so. This is probably one of my favorite energy drinks. No, this ain't no damn ad. I wish it was, because I would have liked it for free, but I pay for it. But this is Ghost Energy, and this is the blue Sour Patch Kid, blue raspberry flavor. Like, I like a lot of different energy drinks, but I think they have the best selection of flavors. They nail the flavors the best. So, Ghost, if you're looking for somebody to, get some free stuff, like, I'll take it. I still want to eat no more. It's good, though. But I'm sure a lot of you know by now that I'm a Yankees fan, because I've gotten a ton of messages, emails, almost like when the Celtics lost in the finals, where y'all won't leave me alone. And I get it, because I happen to be a fan of 2 franchises that are the winningest franchises in their respective sports. So a lot of people hate them. And I don't blame y'all for hating them, because they're like the evil empire. I was talking about this yesterday. I went to a sports bar with my friends to watch the game, watch the Yankees choke it away. But the Dodgers, to me, have become what the Yankees used to be, and I say that as a compliment. They get the best players. The best players want to play there. They're in and around the World Series every single year. Their fan base has become rampant. I wouldn't put it on par of a Yankees fan base, but as far as on the West Coast, I don't think a fan base comes close to it. Like, I know San Francisco has a big fan base and stuff like that, but I mean, as of this current, climate, Dodgers fans seem to be everywhere. 15, 20 years ago, it wasn't like that. Their organization has an ownership that's willing to spend. They want the best players. They're willing to they don't try to negotiate. Like, if they want a player, they usually more oftentimes than not will get them. The emphasis, more than what the Yankees have become, has become about winning. The Yankees have become a team, in my opinion, in the last 10 years, especially since the changing of regime. Rest in peace to George Steinbrenner, but his son is a lot different from him, because he's more of a numbers guy, and he cares about balancing the books. And I've never heard the Dodgers go, oh, well, we're not going to sign him because of luxury tax. It just hasn't happened. But the other thing I will say is that the organization is run really well. They scout well. They bring up guys through their system. Even though they bring in a lot of free agents, they still have a very good scouting department that identifies players that may not be the most sought-after players, but they're guys that fit their system. Do you think of guys like Justin Turner over the years, or even now when you got guys like Kike Hernandez, who they kind of just brought back? Signing Teoscar Hernandez on the low was like a super... I said in the beginning of the year, like, how the hell did they get him on that 1 year? But they still managed to do that. They have become champions, and I'm showing my respect because I'm not one of them sore loser type people. I think the Yankees have become a shell of what it used to be, and they gave away 2 games, and you can't do that to teams as good or as, like, they have a championship DNA in them right now that you can't give them outs. And yesterday, everybody knows, if you don't know, the Yankees had a 5-0 lead going into the 5th inning. Garrett Cole had 50 pitches. He was cruising, and in 1 inning, they had about 5 errors. They had just everything that could possibly go wrong. And the Dodgers, when you give them hope, they kick the door in. Game 1, which the Yankees squandered a lead twice. Freeman, walk-off home run, and guys, red hot. I know people are going to blame the manager, which might be true, but, you groove the guy an inside fastball, and he hits it to Canada, and that's the difference in why the Dodgers are champions, and you have to take your hat off to that. I wasn't really, I would say right around the 5th inning when I was watching with my friends, a lot of them were screaming and stuff, and I very, calmly was just like, if they lose this game, they have nobody to blame but themselves. And that's 100% true. They gave them, but when you're a champion team, you talk about the Chiefs, the Patriots over the years, the old Warriors, the Celtics, the Lakers, when you give teams like that a chance, you will pay for it. And that's what happened to them. So shout out to the Dodgers, man. I'm not a person, other than the Red Sox, I don't really dislike any sports franchise. And again, I'm just the type of person that I did this with the Warriors when the Warriors beat the Celtics in the finals a couple years ago. I'm going to give people their flowers because I don't have a hater mentality. I know a lot of Yankees fans right now were very salty. Oh, they're frauds. Oh, they do. they beat you and they were better than you, and that's why they won. You know what I mean? Just realistically speaking, I'm not that guy. Even players that on teams that I don't like, I give flowers to guys like Big Papi, David Ortiz all the time, and some of those Red Sox guys that, like, they were great players. I don't know how to be a hater, bro. Like, I just give credit where it's due, and if I don't have anything nice to say, I just don't say anything. I don't know if that's because how I was raised or whatever it is, but I don't show disrespect to anything unless they bring the disrespect to me. So as long as people are respectful, I'll never come out my side of my skull and saying some crazy stuff about somebody that I ain't never met or never did nothing to me. Because at the end of the day, Aaron Judge's check's still going to clear tomorrow, and Juan Soto's still going to get paid, and all them boys still going to get paid. So I'm not mad. They ain't mad. I'm sure that they don't feel, but them checks still going to hit, and we still got to go to work tomorrow. That's why I love it. So sports is fun. It's fun to cheer for your team, and it sucks when they lose. But I said it the other day, man. It goes on. I was glad they put up a fight, and it kind of sucked that they had the worst inning in Yankees history. But at the end of the day, man, it was still at times fun, and at least I got to watch a World Series. Silver lining. But that's going to be the end of the video, man. At this place, I would put, honestly, at this point, in the top 3, which is crazy. Leon's Kitchen has been my favorite for a very long time. It is now 4th. Number 1, we have East Walk in Soderbrook. At number 2, we have China House in Garfield. And at number 3, we have China House in Lodi. This is the 5th China House that we've done, and there's more because I'm checking the map. They're coming. But a lot of you guys are suggesting places that are really close in the area, and we're going to spin back and we're going to go to Hood right after we finish Lodi because I got to. Y'all going to love that. We're going to be back tomorrow. More content, man. And hand signs. They made it to YouTube.